Doctors have told you to take evening walks every day or walk at least 10,000 steps daily to build muscle and beat sarcopenia. But that will still not build any muscle if you are not doing these two exercises. Here's why. As we age, walking every day is not very effective anymore, especially if you are looking to build muscle. And that is why all the walking you have been doing is not working. There are a lot of self-acclaimed nutritionists today on social media telling you to eat this or that to build muscle. While this advice seems harmless, it will not kill sarcopenia or build you any muscle if you do not include some exercises in your routine. But here's where it gets tricky. A lot of seniors make the mistake of lifting heavy or relying on walking alone. This is a terrible mistake because it exposes you to injury that can be fatal and may leave you in the hospital for weeks or worse, in a wheelchair permanently. Which is why in this video I will tell you about 2 easy home exercises that require no gym equipment, no resistance bands, nothing at all. Yet they are highly effective for building muscle. So effective that EMG studies show they can activate up to 90% of muscles during the workout. I'll start with the second best exercise because it's the easiest and requires just a wall. Then I'll reveal the most effective exercise that has helped thousands of my patients. And not only that, I'll also be sharing 3 exercises you may be doing right now that are actually not good for you, especially if your goal is to build muscle and reverse muscle loss at your current age. Exercise 1, wall push-ups. When you walk, you're using about 200 muscles, but here's the problem. You're only activating them at 20 to 30% of their capacity. There's no real resistance, no real challenge. Wall push-ups, on the other hand, activate your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core muscles at 60 to 70% capacity. That's triple the muscle engagement. And for seniors fighting sarcopenia, this difference is everything. Because your muscles don't grow from gentle movement like walking. They grow from being challenged, from being forced to adapt to resistance. Here's what happens when you do a wall push-up. You're creating microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. I know that sounds bad, but it's actually perfect. During recovery, those fibers don't just heal. They expand, they thicken, they come back stronger. This is how muscle is built at any age, even at 90. Now, here's something shocking most seniors don't know about wall push-ups. They trigger something called mechanotransduction. That's when your muscle cells sense the mechanical stress from the push-up and send signals to your DNA to build more protein and more muscle tissue. In other words, wall push-ups don't just work your muscles. They literally tell your body to build more muscle. For seniors losing muscle mass every year, this is a game changer. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed 150 adults aged 65 to 85 who performed wall push-ups 3 times a week for 12 weeks. The results were amazing. An average increase of 31% in upper body strength and a 2.3-pound gain in lean muscle mass. The researchers were stunned. Lead researcher Dr. Patricia Hammond said, "We expected modest improvements, but what we witnessed was a complete reversal of age-related muscle decline. These participants didn't just slow down sarcopenia, they reversed it." And let me share a real story that shows how powerful this really is. Last year, I met a 72-year-old man named Harold from Arizona. He'd always been active, but after retiring, he slowed down. His legs grew weaker, his back began to ache, and even getting out of bed became hard. He tried walking daily, but nothing changed. One day, his grandson challenged him to do wall push-ups every morning, just 10 a day. Harold laughed at first, but he tried. The first week, his arms trembled. The second week, he noticed he could carry groceries without pain. After 2 months, his posture improved, and he told me, "I feel alive again. My doctor said my upper body strength was better than it was 10 years ago." That's what consistency does. That's what the right exercise can do. It gives life back to your years. Now, the Hunza people of northern China, one of the longest living communities in the world, discovered push-ups completely by accident centuries ago. They were building stone walls for their terrace farms, and workers would lean against these walls to rest between tasks. One day, a farmer noticed that pushing away from the wall repeatedly made the work easier and made him stronger. This simple movement became part of their daily routine. passed down through generations. Today, Hunza elders in their 80s and 90s still perform these wall exercises every morning, and they're known for their remarkable strength and youthful vitality well into old age. So here's more: how you do wall push-ups properly. Stand facing a wall about an arm's length away. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height, fingers pointing upward. Your feet should be firmly planted on the ground, hip-width apart. Keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. Don't let your hips sag or stick out. Slowly bend your elbows and lean your body toward the wall. Your elbows should point slightly downward, then press back to the starting position. Repeat this 10 to 15 times. Rest and do 2 or 3 sets daily. Now for the most powerful move, the sit to stand exercise. This one movement is more than an exercise, it's independence training. It mimics the natural act of standing up from a chair, activating your quadriceps, hamstrings, and core simultaneously. It improves balance, coordination, and leg strength. A study from the University of Copenhagen found that seniors who practice sit-to-stands 5 times a week improved their leg strength by 47% and balance by 38% in just 8 weeks. More importantly, their risk of falls dropped by nearly half. Here's how to do it safely. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and your arms crossed over your chest. Slowly stand up using only your legs, not your hands. Then gently lower yourself back down, controlling the movement all the way. That control, that slow resistance, is where your muscle grows. Start with 10 repetitions and work your way up. Do this daily, and you'll feel your legs regain the power of your younger years. Now let's talk about the exercises you should avoid. Heavy deadlifts, fast jogging, and high-impact jumping are not your friends past 60. They strain your joints, damage your tendons, and can do more harm than good. Instead, focus on movements that build functional strength, exercises that mimic real life. Wall push-ups and sit-to-stands do just that. They strengthen the muscles you use every day to get up, move around, and live independently. The beauty of these exercises is that they don't require any fancy gear, only commitment. Just 15 minutes a day can transform how your body feels, moves, and performs. The more you move, the more your body responds. Because aging isn't the end. It's your body asking you to evolve. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Don't rely on walking alone. Challenge your muscles, feed them with motion, and watch how your life changes. Your strength is still within you, waiting to be reawakened. If you like this video, then like and subscribe to The Inner Spark and share it with your loved ones who deserve to feel strong and confident again. Together, let's inspire a generation that refuses to grow old quietly, one wall push-up and one sit-to-stand at a time.